Kapitus, business term loans with these guys. So your business needs to have been established for at least 2 years, 625 on the FICO, 250 average for annual revenue. Again, we're playing around with some of the bigger stuff, which is why I wanted to give this, give some of these different funding options for you guys, because some of us carry some deeper pockets, right? We messed around with some of the stated doc stuff. Some of this stuff is we got to show a little bit of revenue coming in, right? So US-based businesses that operates for profit. So if you're a church, if you run maybe a daycare that's maybe for the community, this might not be the option for you. Equipment financing. So minimum requirements is $150,000 a year in revenue, 675 on the FICO, 3 years in business. And if you only have 1 year in business, then you can kind of bypass this section right here, but look where your credit needs to be. So, it's a trade-off like anything else we've been talking about today. That's what Kapitus. Kapitus continue. Healthcare financing. I got a couple med spa people in my program. I don't know if you guys have them too. Some of that stuff lands within like the healthcare space, chiropractors, things like that. And so sometimes that falls a little bit more into the higher risk category. And so it's cool because they cover it. So minimum FICO, at least a 600, 250 on the average revenue or yearly revenue license. So it's going to be a healthcare or medical practitioner, right? So for those of us that are in that medical space, this might be for you. Your practice must be at least 6 months or older. Rad, did you know about this one?
I didn't know about this, bro. I had no clue about this. This is big boy, big girl, funny e-commerce.
This is real, like I'm gonna say this is real shit right here. Because
this is Corey shit. This is Corey shit right here.
Your practice got to be in place. This isn't like, oh, well, let me put this. No, they're gonna ask you for, hey, name of the practice. Did you pass the exam? Where did you grad? Like, they're gonna ask for all of it. So you can't play around with stuff like this.
Yeah.
So anyways, business line of credit, 650 on personal credit score. You got to be established. You must have established business credit. So let's define that. At least an 80 on the paydex score, at least an 80 on the Experian and Teller score. 2+ years in business, 180K average annual revenue. I added these guys, even though Cabbage isn't necessarily a Cabbage used to be a fintech. It's now American Express. But I added them here, even though American Express has taken them. So at that point, they're not a fintech. They're a full-blown underwritten by American Express, because you can get a business line of credit with American Express, no hard inquiry, especially if you're already in that database. I know that Rad did a full-blown call on American Express. So whatever he said on that call, go with that, because it's virtually everything that I'm going to say right now, which is what you see on your screen right here.
That call is under the data points in the classroom. So you go to classroom, data points, and there's 2 calls in there, Navy Federal and American Express, full master class on both of those.
Bingo. So I won't spend too much time on this. It's pretty self-explanatory with what you see here. And then you would just apply it through your American Express account. Last I checked, when it was Cabbage, it was up to 250. I mean, I took a look, bro, and unless you have a data point on this, I couldn't find anything that said that they stopped at 250 anymore. But back when Cabbage was pretty much doing it, they were up to 250. Next is Fundbox. I know that some of us are familiar with Fundbox. I threw them on here because some of us got PPP loans with Fundbox and with Bluevine. So I went ahead and threw up some notable names on here. Fundbox being one of them. So business line of credit and business term loans up to 150. Got to have your EIN number, business checking account set up. 100K in annual revenue. Again, clear baseline. At least a 600. They're going to give you a soft inquiry. I've been seeing Experian. I've been seeing Equifax. So just a heads up on where they're kind of pulling that soft pull on. Got to be based out of the US. So if you plan on maybe doing a smoke shop based out of Bali, where you have dancing monkeys, that might not work. So we'll leave that up to Rad right there, because Rad is like the king of Bali. At least 6 months in business. So this one doesn't report to personal or business. I consider this more of a ghost account, which is pretty cool. And then upon approval, upon approval, that's when you have that first draw. Remember, you get pre-qualified based off the soft pull, but upon the approval, that's when you get that single hard pull. So just something to keep in mind. I think it's an interesting data point that I wish that more banks did it that way, if I'm honest with you, bro, where they gave you a soft inquiry on the front end for the approval. And then once you decide to use the line, I think that would be brilliant. But, most banks don't operate that way. But when you're getting creative financing, they do. So Cardiff, working capital.
Real quick, guys. I got a question. Can you go back there for a second?
Yeah.
Hey, this one for Corey too. Hey, did you know that funding companies will take 10% of what what you get for Fun Box is pretty much an MCA at the same time.
Yeah.
Or Divvy too. And Capital on tap.
Yeah.
Hashtag clowns. Keep going.
My boy's coming from. We got Party or Cardiff. So working business capital on this one. Again, 6 months in business, based out of the US, 10K monthly revenue. Got to have a business account. For this one, FICO's a little bit lower. So 500 for them. So with them, essentially the way that it works, so where you see equipment quote for from a vendor, it's the same way that it works. If you guys have ever done any type of equipment financing, one of my classes is going through it right now where he has 150K sitting from US Bank, but he has to identify the piece of equipment that he's going to buy. So pretty much get it quoted by the vendor or by the auction, whoever he's buying it from. He's buying a truck. So whatever that is. And then once you get that quoted, that's how they issue out the loan for these guys right here on the equipment finance side. So something that you want to pay attention to. But again, for the equipment finance, it's going to be startups. You're going to be good. 2+ years in business. So if you have at least, if you have 100K that you're generating, that's what you're going to need. But startups are okay. If again, and I should have put it here, if you have, should have put it on here, but if you have at least a 725 credit score, didn't have it on here. So kind of like insert it right here, 725 on the credit score. But if not, 2+ years in business, 100K plus needed in revenue coming in. So this is a little bit more credit based and revenue based if we're going off of the credit approval metric. New tech. So this is a business term loan. So 10K to 10 mil, right? 10K to 10 mil. This is US based again, operates for profit. So your business has to be operating for profit. Again, churches, small clinics that are operating maybe non-for-profit, heart goes to you, but this may not be the product for you. Existing business with at least 2 to 3 years of tax returns. So this is a little bit more big boy stuff right here. Business repayment ability. So you have to be able to show, I want you to think of new tech kind of like you would SBA. So you have to really be able to show when you're getting the funding with them, you have to really be able to show that you're going to be able to repay it back, right? They don't disclose what type of credit they look for. Played around with it, did a ton of research on them. Couldn't really find anything. Couldn't really find anything on my clients on like, hey, if somebody was at a 580, somebody else was at a 720, like there was no like clear distinction on what was like the leading like credit score of what they needed to get approved, and then a profit and loss statement. Blue Vine is one that we're probably familiar with because a lot of us took PPP loans with these guys. I think they also did EIDLs, if I'm not mistaken. But for sure, I know they did PPP loans. They were actually pretty good for PPP loans. I was actually really impressed with them in Wampoli. I think that they really did their thing during the pandemic. But anyways, with them up to $250,000 business on a credit, at least 175 annual revenue, or 10K on monthly revenue, 625 minimum personal credit score. So you want to be at least 6 months in business over a year. The odds dramatically increase for you. So business has to be in good standing, which I think kind of like is like a no-brainer, right? Kind of goes without saying. And then business is operating or incorporated in an eligible U.S. state. One of those, you guys are smart. Just hit up Bluevine, bluevine.com, and just see, hey, does my business pop up? And you are good. And so the bypass with this is business is operating or incorporating in an eligible state. So keep that in mind when you're setting up some of those foreign entities. Next one that we got is, remember what we said earlier that I was going to bring them back up with SmartBiz because they're the leading online platform for SBA loans. And so with these guys right here, personal credit scores, 650. Now, if you want a strong commercial loan, I'm going to recommend 675. But 650 would get you in the door for at least a strong or at least a personal term loan. So they're going to be U.S. based. Most recent business tax returns, they are going to be required for review. No bankruptcies or foreclosures in the last 3 years. No outstanding tax liens. Now, again, they are the #1 pretty much facilitator for SBA loans under 350.